guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we are back once again playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, well, there was murder. We talked to Ron Delight, and after talking to Ron, we discovered, one, yes, he is actually Mask the Mask. He did the first 4 heists, but only planned the first one. And this mysterious benefactor is actually not the right word. He blackmailed him as well, though gave him compensation for the stuff he stole. So, look, I don't know much about blackmail. I haven't blackmailed anyone before, so I don't know how.
Usually they don't get compensation.
Normally I'd say you don't get compensation unless you're trying to keep a working relationship with the person you're blackmailing.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, Ron gets money. His wife does not know, which is not good. And, yeah, he was Mask the Mask all along, but he definitely did not murder the CEO of KB Security. So, today in court, we are here to prove just that. Let's get started.
Oh gosh! Hey, Nick!
What is it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial!
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door!
Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atme's trials today!
Detective Atme?
They say they're going to try him as Master Mask!
Already? That was fast.
Boy, I would love to see Master Mask's trial!
I know. By the way, oh yeah, it's definitely. By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She says she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me.
Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, don't ignore me. Oh, Mr. Delight, good morning. No one likes me. No one would notice me, even if I killed someone. Come on, don't be silly. Wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer?
No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor.
Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heists.
Do you think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's a possible. It's a possible.
It's a possible.
But the trial today is a race between against the clock, not between it.
Huh? How come? Let's just take our time as always.
I'm afraid that's not an option. Oh, are we gonna get to this juicy bit? Oh, no! Oh, they're gonna touch on it, but then they cut it off right there.
Did we want to try Luke Acme for the murder?
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. Again.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Again. You're ready? Preparation is the last refuge for the weak. Again.
What? Preparation is the last refuge of the weak? Excuse you. You obviously are gifted with the ability to not have to prepare shit, but I am not. And if you have to undermine that, then you need to get yourself out of here. Or I'll knock your visor off, and then your laser vision will go everywhere, and this court will be canceled.
Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot.
Ugh, he got a judge in the palm of his hands. Yet again.
Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That is all. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot. Huh. And even you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording.
I think you have a really terrible view of the world. Like, I just don't want to interact with you whatsoever.
That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes, well, then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case, since the prosecutor won't do it for me.
Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change.
The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in the safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th.
Wait a minute, how was he killed? Did we find out?
Blunt force trauma to the head.
Okay. I don't remember hearing about it.
However, the time of death was estimated at 1 a.m. of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant.
Oh my gosh, he looks pathetic.
Very well. Then, Mr. Godot, please call your first witness.
Mr. Dick Gumshoe!
I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial.
There's something wrong with you! You shouldn't eat that much caffeine, sir! If you drink that much caffeine, I'm pretty sure you die.
Nah, I actually take several hundred, but...
You need to get off the coffee.
But the first one is always the best. Mr. Godot, you're a witness? Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron the Light, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but...
I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. Mia, we have no objection, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify.
Huh. You've got guts, Trite. Alright then, Mr. Ron the Light, please take the stand.
Oh, okay.
You did it, didn't you?
Yes. What?
What?
No, that's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks pretty guilty with that face he's making. And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin.
Ha, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. Boy, I wish I could.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened.
During my visit to KB Security. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmailer it ordered me to go there. I've been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Okay.
That was really short. 1 a.m., the exact time of the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up.
That's disgusting. Oh, don't put that in your mouth.
Don't drink seawater, guys. Not good for you. Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny.
Like your soul? You're dark, black and bitter like your soul? You never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please.
Okay. It's literally like 3 things. So, okay.
It is 3 things.
The blackmailer ordered me to get there, working into a year ago, so I knew where his office was. Okay. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow and my internal clock was also a bit...
1 a.m. That's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
Wait. His watch is slow, and his internal clock is awful.
I mean...
It ordered you there. It was the first time I got a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've gotten other blackmail letters then?
Oh, of course. They say things like, steal this or take that. Why don't you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please, don't say any more. Now, what should I do? Press harder. So what did the blackmail letter in the question say? It said to bring $50,000.
Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing a murder.
Oh, but wait! I never intended to pay that money anyway.
Oh, is that right?
After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I have nothing to be afraid of.
An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to testimony.
Yes, sir. Oh my
Ha.
God. A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do.
Blackmail.
Wasn't it gonna cause me trouble or anything?
Right. Except the fact that you're Mask the Mask.
Are we really? He wanted to put that on hold and now we're just gonna ounce him.
I mean, maybe. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. At this point, I've, like, abandoned, like, looking
he's definitely
at
gonna have to
hints,
go to
so...
jail for stuff. Just what are you being blackmailed about? Anyway.
The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity to be revealed, correct?
I'm sure he was referring to the whole Master Mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me.
He didn't?
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believe in me. So that's why Mrs. Delight didn't believe he was Master Mask. That's why he knew they were just hollow threats.
I mean, he does have that folder on him about, like, everything.
Okay, there. I thought that was a book.
I mean, I'm not... Honestly, Again, you can confirm for me, Echo, I'm not looking at my laptop. So... Obviously, we want this one, that it doesn't cause me any trouble or anything. So, what evidence do we have that would cause him trouble?
The freaking testimony!
Testimony that the second heist on, he was stealing...
As directed by blackmail letters. I'm just like...
Yeah. Because I don't think we have anything that directly says that he's Mask the Mask. Other than, if we exclude Ron's testimony, we don't have anything that says he's Mask the Mask, right? That directly says, like, he's Mask the Mask.
I don't think so.
Well, what's King?
The garden photo is Ron. Light check butt.
What was Kane's folder? Kane's list. Okay, that was just the artifacts. Okay.
We were like, no. Okay, time to give it up. This better not be something stupid. What? Are you serious?
Okay. Look, I'm willing to take a hit because I only just took a glance at the guide, so I'm like, okay.
Don't worry.
It felt right.
What is this? I'm not gonna read this. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right.
A security chief? You? And yet, a year ago you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say?
1 year is too long to wait. This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject.
Why was he fired? We don't know that.
Mr. Delight, please tell me why you were fired from your job. Well...
The world is filled with those who have said, I wish I had never asked that.
Okay, then I take it back.
Defendant, please answer the question.
I needed money.
Oh no. I don't like this.
You were the one who suggested it.
I know, but I'm like...
It's on you!
I know, but like, you look at the other ones, like, we did not know anything about why he was fired. You needed money.
Well, you see, Daisy loves to spend. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough. So I stole data from the company. Come again. KB Security has a lot of security information on all sorts of companies. And since I was security team chief.
You stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Buller found out, and I was fired immediately. What? I wish I had never asked that. I was somehow able to keep a secret. It made it seem like I had quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to their company is fired and as punished. You do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So, you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes. I'm sorry.
This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony.
Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for worse. Crash and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. Fire me for selling company secret, but Desi doesn't know about that. Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button by accident.
Oops.
That was not what I meant. Damn, I wish I could check court record without it having to go present. I'm gonna do that now. That was bull. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby, what else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste! So, Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think about couples to keep secret like that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has gotten even more to take seriously about couples.
Please try to stay focused, Mr. Wright.
There wasn't much to his testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least, that's what it sounds like to me. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. But if we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth. Yeah. Secrets. This is tricky. I actually I don't know.
And this is made doubly so because pressing further resulted in two different ones on different statements. So you have two different options. It's not obvious that just pressing further on one is going to give you the right answer. You just need to find the objection for that one. There's two that you pressed forward, so there's two options that you could possibly go through, so...
Objection!
What?
I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore.
Oh, what do you mean?
The victim had no proof the defendant was Mask the Mask. But you were the one who stole company secrets, only 1 year earlier.
Wow, I only went back to check.
And...
But that was all over once I was fired. But it is true that the fact that I stole secrets kept under wraps. But even so, there is no reason for me to pay up now, a whole year later. Is that really true? What is it, Nick? The fact that Ron was stealing company's data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if it ever become a public knowledge. I wonder if he would have a problem if it ever become public knowledge. Probably. Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public.
But Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client?
You should see Mia when she first had us as her client.
Ha! Men are colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow.
Okay, so you agree that men are bad. That's exactly right. What?
Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo.
The little lawyer amigo?
Yes. Now, come on. Provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his stealing secret from going public? Why wouldn't he want the fact that he stole secret information going public?
Because if he really is Master Mask and Kane Bullard has something to do with Master Mask, he wouldn't want his thief to go public, because then people will have their eyes on him. That's what I'm thinking. And if he really is having him steal these, and he's profiting off of that by selling them or whatever the heck he's doing, along with "look at me?" ? That he wouldn't want his thief to go public, because if they have his eye on him, he'll never be able to be doing his thief ways. That's what
You are thinking in the present, yeah.
This is urn stuff. I guess the urn is still relevant? Oh yeah, that's right. This the circuit to the murder and the thief has something to do. The death has something to do together. That's the only thing I can think of.
Don't forget you have profiles as well.
Oh, right. I forget that profile is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It has acknowledged that he is, in fact, Master Mask. Because he is Master Mask, used to work as a guard for KD security. Hate criminals and cowards more than anything. Because if we are not exposing him as Master Mask, I do not see any other way.
What's one thing... The thing is with your theory is that he has from the beginning said he was Master Mask.
Yeah.
And loudly proclaimed it.
And it's true, even though that no one believes him.
And he is. But who doesn't believe him?
The judge.
I mean, frankly, everyone doesn't believe him.
Yeah. including his wife, who says that he's delusional.
Right. But he is.
Yes. Another thing I'm thinking about is because he stole secrets, right? Maybe he knows the secret, and if it made public, people will try to go for him for the secret. Not the secret, the data.
It's not that.
That's another line of thinking, but...
Let me know.
I don't know.
Okay. Who?
Because I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Are we... Like, what I'm thinking is... He doesn't want... Because, based off of what Ron said, he's actually Master Mask.
Yes.
He has someone blackmailing him to steal stuff. And then they compensate him. But they also take whatever they stole. And it seems like, to me, Kane Bullard is part of it. He told Ron to come to KB Security. And he has that file of all the stuff. And possibly how much he sold them for. Or how much it costs. Like, money value. And I still think he's part of this whole scheme. So, the reason why he doesn't want this going public is because it'll go big. And probably also, maybe he'll lose, like, money on his, company, you know? But, because if it goes public, Ron will be like, you know, a center of attention, but you don't want that with thieves. You want them to be able to go in and steal their shit. If he's center of attention, he won't be able to do the stealing, and Kane won't be able to profit. And if we're not exposing him as Master Mask, I do not see what the hell we're supposed to do.
Who has he been keeping secrets from?
His wife?
Who does he, above all else, not want to find out that he's a thief? In both as Master the Mask and the fact that he stole company data in order to fund his wife's spending habits.
His wife.
And was he afraid that might happen if he is discovered by his wife?
Divorce.
So who does he not want to find out? Why would Ron Delight want to keep the data stealing at the very beginning of his starting being Master the Mask? Why would he want the data kept secret and from going public?
His wife.
His wife.
Okay.
Above all else, that's the thing he's most afraid of.
Okay.
He's afraid
also,
of his wife finding out.
I think I went about this thinking instead of Mr. Delight, it was Kane.
You were thinking of in the big picture. Yeah.
I was thinking the big picture. But I don't know how somehow when Godot says why would Mr. Delight want this secret from going public, I thought that was saying why would Mr. Bullard want. Like, I was thinking in that point of view because I thought that was what Godot was talking about.
Yeah, but no, it's just Ron Delight.
Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person find out your secret. Gulp.
A certain person?
Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. But listen to me. My Desi, she's...
Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins.
Grr, Godot.
Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, which for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone secretly used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh,
No, everything is falling neatly into place for him because Phoenix, you're not talking!
So when you pressed to get to see it again, you've triggered something that made you fall into his trap.
Okay, you know, this is just really weird. Then again, you're the one who told me to go for that. I was contemplating what I was gonna choose, and then you told me to go for it, and then you were like, oh shit. And I was like, whoa, now we gotta deal with your decision.
No. It's pressing that again. It was pressing statement 3 again.
Okay. What was I supposed to do? Press the other 2 again?
No, present. There's option to present.
There was an option to present?
Yeah, you could have presented Desiree's profile probably right away.
Wait, what? I'm so confused.
So this is one of the ones that you press, go back, go into another statement, and then go back.
Oh, I hate those so much. They don't make any sense.
I mean, they make sense in universe, but it's frustrating as a mechanic.
I hate those so much, and I still don't see it. Like, I always forget the profile. Profile doesn't exist in my mind. Don't talk about my Desi like that.
But in either case, you would have ended up here.
What the hell? What would that matter then? What the fuck would this matter then? You know, fuck that shit. Oh, you'll be sorry.
Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes.
Clearly, there was a sufficient motive for murder. The data he stole data for his wife and killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears.
Just say what you fucking said, like, yesterday.
Alright, guys. In the next episode, we are going to continue on with the testimony of Ron Delight. We will see you guys then.
Bye.
Hey guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we're back once again playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations.